Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so today we are diving into something literally all of us care about, our health. Specifically, we're looking at how to fight illnesses naturally. Now, I am so thrilled to share this with you because, let's be honest, we have all been there. You're standing in the pharmacy aisle, just staring blankly at this massive wall of incredibly pricey, totally confusing supplements, wondering which plastic bottle is actually going to work. Well, here's the secret. The key to a robust, bulletproof immune system isn't necessarily found in that aisle. Actually, scratch that. The most powerful, natural, and inexpensive defenders are probably sitting right there on your kitchen counter as we speak. So, let's be real for a second. Are you tired of catching colds easily? Do you constantly feel run down, kind of weak, or just a little bit off? It is incredibly frustrating when it feels like you're catching every single bug that makes its way around the office or your kid's school. If you've been feeling that way, listen, I completely hear you. Your exhaustion is so incredibly valid. Your body is practically begging for some backup. And to get you that backup, here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to build your body's elite defense team. First, we'll meet your defense team. Then we'll recruit the frontline fighters, bring in the core protectors, enlist the soothing healers, and finally, wrap it all up with a full defense strategy.
All right, part 1. Let's meet your defense team.
Think of your immune system as a literal physical fortress. It's your body's highly trained internal defense network, protecting you from viruses, bacteria, and diseases. But here's the thing you gotta remember. Maintaining this fortress comes with a massive energy cost. The immune system isn't just some static shield. It is an active, calorie-burning, resource-heavy metabolic engine. Its sole purpose is to stand guard at the gates and neutralize those invaders. When your fortress is well supplied, invaders are turned away before you even realize they were there. But when the walls start to crack or your guards are depleted of resources, that's when the invaders slip right through the gates and your energy completely plummets as your body scrambles to fight a war it just isn't prepared for.
And when those walls are compromised, your body waves some massive red flags. You catch colds easily. You get sick way more often. You feel this baseline level of weakness or fatigue that you just can't shake. And you recover at a frustratingly slow pace. You know, this fatigue isn't just in your head. It's your body diverting every last ounce of energy, trying to compensate for a weak defense. This is exactly why we need to recruit our culinary defense team, patch those walls, and get your baseline energy back.
Which brings us to Section 2, the frontline fighters. Our very first recruit is an absolute powerhouse. Vitamin C. You get this from your beautiful, bright citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, grapefruits, you name it. Now, here's a fun fact for you. Red bell peppers actually contain nearly 3 times as much vitamin C as an orange. Crazy, right? But regardless of the source, imagine waking up and starting your day with a simple glass of warm lemon water, or tossing some bell peppers into your morning eggs. What you are actually doing there is giving your body the direct materials it needs to stimulate the production of leukocytes. Those are your white blood cells. Vitamin C also protects these cells from oxidative damage while they are actively attacking pathogens. Put simply, no white blood cells, no fight. When we look closely at these frontline defenders, we're really looking. So, while the frontline fighters are out battling the invaders, we need our core protectors to stay behind, fortify the base, and repair the damage. Here is a surprising takeaway that fundamentally changes how we view immunity. Gut health literally equals immune health. Did you know that roughly 70% of your immune system actually lives in your gut? 70%? Your digestive tract is your body's primary barrier against the outside world. So, a healthy gut microbiome is the absolute foundation of a properly calibrated immune response. And how do we support it? With probiotics. These are healthy bacteria that keep your digestive lining strong. One of the best, most accessible sources is plain yogurt. Just make sure you're choosing plain yogurt with low sugar because excessive sugar feeds the bad bacteria and can actually undo the exact immune benefits we're trying to gain here. We also need to protect and repair our body's cells at a microscopic level. Just look at the contrast between these two. On one side, we have nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds. A small daily handful gives you a massive payload of vitamin E. That's a lipid-soluble antioxidant that actively stops oxidative stress by creating a protective shield around your cell membranes. Then, on the other side, we have green vegetables like spinach and broccoli. While the nuts protect the perimeter, the greens are loaded with specific vitamins, like folate, that facilitate cellular division and actively repair your cells from within. Protect and repair. It is the perfect core defense.
Up next is Section 4, the soothing healers.
Now, even with the best core defense, your body's going to experience wear and tear. Sometimes the immune system's response itself causes collateral damage, and we feel that as inflammation.
That is exactly why we need our soothing healers to step in and calm the system down. Nature provides two absolute miracles for this: turmeric and honey. Turmeric contains an active compound called curcumin. Curcumin actually works on a molecular level to suppress inflammatory cytokines in your body. It essentially turns down the heat and turns off the alarm bells. Honey, on the other hand, boasts incredible antibacterial effects. It creates this subtle osmotic effect that literally draws moisture out of invading bacteria, while acting as a lubricant to soothe a raw, irritated throat. Imagine combining these two. Stirring a bit of earthy turmeric and thick natural honey into some warm milk or tea creates a powerful, deeply healing remedy that wraps your body in warmth while it recovers.
Finally, Section 5, the full defense strategy.
To wrap all of this up, we have to look at the big picture. We've talked about all these amazing, potent foods, but let's see how this builds into a holistic lifestyle package. Because, you can't just eat a handful of spinach and expect to be invincible if your other habits are working against you. Food alone isn't a magic bullet. You absolutely must pair your diet with these 5 essential daily habits. Number 1, drink enough water to keep the lymphatic system flushed. 2, sleep properly. Skipping sleep leaves the fortress gates wide open, guys. 3, exercise regularly to mobilize those white blood cell guards. 4, actively reduce stress, because chronic stress produces cortisol, which directly suppresses your immunity. And 5, avoid too much junk food, which only feeds the invaders. Healthy habits and healthy foods have to work together in harmony.
I want to leave you with this incredibly powerful quote from our source material today. Your body is your greatest asset. Take care of it with healthy choices every day. I absolutely love this because it's a stark reminder of your own personal agency. Your health is largely in your own hands. You do not have to be a passive victim to every passing cold or seasonal bug. You have the power, and now you have the knowledge to protect your greatest asset from the inside out.
Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope you feel empowered to look at your kitchen a little differently today. It is not just a place to cook, it's your personal apothecary. So I have one final question for you to think about as we wrap up. Which of these incredible kitchen defenders are you going to add to your very next meal? Stay healthy, stay strong, and keep learning.